Hey friends, welcome back to the Unemployment Diaries. Today I'm taking you through a productive day in my life hanging out in Tenerife in the Canary Islands. The morning starts when I negotiate myself out of bed at 8 a.m. and then shower and change and make myself a cheeky espresso, which as expected tastes utterly grim. Why do people drink this stuff voluntarily? Espresso and iPad in hand, I take a seat on the hotel room balcony and do my morning dump, plan my day, and of course, scroll aimlessly through Twitter. At 9 a.m. I head down to the breakfast buffet restaurant. I grab myself a continental breakfast of croissant with jam, smoked salmon, and a handmade omelette. I chill at breakfast for half an hour and then head into the hotel lobby to have a Zoom call with Angus, where we're planning out the final details for our course, the Part-Time YouTuber Academy. This is a 4-week live interactive course that I'm running for the first time from next week onwards. I didn't mention it on YouTube, but if you're following me on Twitter or on my mailing list, you would have heard about it. And if you want to find out more about the next cohort, which is happening in February 2021, you can join the mailing list with the link down below. Angus and I plan out stuff on Notion until 10:45, when I take a quick toilet break, followed by a chat with someone from the Apple marketing team, which was very exciting indeed. We chatted about how the different Apple products fit into my workflow for YouTube, medicine, and life as a whole. Hopefully one day they'll start sending me review units of their products so I don't have to buy them myself to make videos about them, lol. Anyway, it was a very pleasant conversation, and it's always nice to fanboy about Apple to people who actually work there. At 12 o'clock, I head down to the hotel's fancy-ass poolside to get some more work done. I take my iPad Pro and AirPods Pro and listen to my Spotify Study With Me playlist while doing some more writing and planning in preparation for this upcoming course. After a solid hour of work and then half an hour of waiting for the Apple Store to load so I can upgrade my phone to the 12 Pro Max, I decide I need a change of scenery. I head back to my room to give my Invisaligns a cheeky wash and to grab my beach essentials, namely my headphones, iPad, and sun cream, of course. Then I take the hotel's train on wheels service to head towards the sea through some picturesque views. The guy at the beach very kindly disinfects a deck chair, and I spend a few seconds enjoying the feeling of my feet in the sand. That few seconds of enjoying life is more than enough to sate my appetite for fun, and so I get back to being productive. I make an elaborate show of putting on sun cream, and then I bust out my MacBook to do some more course preparation. We're working on the knowledge base, of course, using Notion to try and answer the most common questions and queries we're going to get from our 400 students during the course. From 2 to 2:30, I do lots of typing on my MacBook while enjoying the idyllic scenery in front of me and the clouds going by. At this point, I'm feeling a bit peckish and I've had enough of the sweltering heat, so I train back to the hotel and head towards the poolside again. I very briefly dip my toes in the water, which again is all the fun I need in my life for a while, before resuming the hustle. For the next hour, I am once again, big surprise, continuing the setup for the course by sorting out the Zoom links that our students can automatically add to their calendars. At some point, food arrives, which is supposed to be a smoked salmon bagel, but ends up being more like a sandwich, and some of these weird rustic French fries. At 4 p.m, I head back to the hotel for a 1-hour call with my business coach, where we chat about life and business and stuff. He even gives me some solid relationship advice, prompted by something I tweeted a few days ago. By the way, friends, if you're not following me on Twitter, then please do, because then you can give me relationship advice when I tweet things like this. We wrap up the call at 5 p.m, and then I spend 20 minutes watching a YouTube video entitled "What Happened to Simple Pickup?" I used to watch Simple Pickup a lot back in my troubled youth, and so it was interesting to see the history behind their rise and fall. At 5:20, I decide to stop being a waste man and get back to work, uploading our various brand assets for the course. After a while, the housekeeping person invades the room and wants to clean up, so I relocate to the hotel lobby after roaming around a bit with my selfie stick like the Pakistani tourist that I am. I realize the incredible power of the selfie stick because everyone dismisses me as a tourist, whereas if I did the same thing with my big-ass camera, people would feel creeped out, and the hotel would probably tell me that I'm not allowed to film on site. At 6 p.m, I order myself a cheeky latte from the hotel bar, and then for an hour, I do yet more typing away on the iPad. These days, I'm reading through Ryan Holiday's book, The Perennial Seller, which I first read in 2018, but which I'm now rereading to mine some more timeless wisdom from it. At 7 p.m, I decide that's enough productivity for one day, and it's time to wrap up. The first order of business is to head to the gym to get in a quick workout, because when I get back to the UK in a few days, all the gyms will be closed, so I need to maximize my gains to continue my quest to become a Gymshark athlete someday. For an hour or so, I hang out at the gym while listening to Starsight by Brandon Sanderson on Audible. I do a bit of rowing, a bit of deadlift, and then some #curls for the girls before heading down to the local spa at 8 p.m. I spend the first half an hour continuing to listen to my audiobook, and then at 8:30 I decide I've had enough of listening to someone else's voice, and I decide to rewatch some of my own online classes on Skillshare, who are very kindly sponsoring this video. If you don't know, I've got 6 classes on Skillshare at the moment. all of which you can watch during the free trial if you're one of the first 1,000 people to click on the link in the video description. 2 of them are about productivity, where I break down my philosophies and practices around productivity. So if you were wondering how I can be a total machine, then you should check those out. I've also got 2 long classes about how to study for exams and how to use flashcards, and a class about how to go from beginner to pro in video editing. And if that wasn't enough, I've also got a class about stoicism and how its principles have made me happier. So really, if you love the sound of my voice as much as I do, you really should hit up the link in the video description and sign up to Skillshare to check out all of my classes. After your free trial, the membership is less than $10 a month, which gives you unlimited access to literally thousands of other classes once you've exhausted the 18 hours of content that I've got on Skillshare personally. Anyway, huge thank you to Skillshare for continuing to support my channel and I suppose indirectly funding this trip. After my spa session, I head back to the hotel room to be a waste man on my phone for a bit, and then I end the evening with a trip to one of the fancy-ass restaurants inside the hotel. I have a random starter that tastes very strange, a tuna steak as my main course, and a lovely creme caramel for dessert. Over dinner, I chat to my friend who's very kindly been the cameraman for the trip, but who's too scared to be on camera, lest the association with a massive nerd like me ruin their street cred. And yes, I'm deliberately not revealing their gender because A, it shouldn't matter to anyone, and B, if you speculate on it in the comment section anyway, it makes the YouTube algorithm far more likely to promote this video. We wrap up dinner by 11:30 p.m. when I head back to my room and vegetate on the iPad, mostly browsing Twitter. And so that ends today's day in the life of vlog, a day of productivity in the Canary Islands. I'm flying back to the UK very shortly, straight into a full-blown lockdown, so it's been nice to have this few days of a working, productive vacation. Thank you so much for watching. Please do remember to sign up to my mailing list if you want to find out more about the February 2021 cohort of the Part-Time YouTuber Academy course, and here is a playlist of other day in the life videos if you particularly enjoyed your time in this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.